Hello, my name is Nate. Welcome to my art channel. I'm working on another 16 by 16 inch canvas, and I'm going to do another pearl bloom blowout. And I did two of them with a Payne's gray background, negative space. And then I did one that was in gold. So I think to make it a set of 4, I want another metallic, so I'm going with copper on this one. I almost did the gold again because it turned out awesome, but I wanted a different metallic. So I went with, this is a mix of Pebeo Studio Acrylics Iridescent Copper and DecoArt Extreme Sheen Copper. And it has been thinned down so it leaves just the slightest little mound and then melts back into the rest of the paint. All of my paints are mixed to this exact consistency. Because there's the extreme sheen in there, I'm hoping maybe for some cells. We will see. But I also have, for the pearl pour, I have my DecoArt satin enamels and my Artist Loft Soft Body White mix here. 2 parts pouring medium and equal parts of the other 2, and then thinned down to that same consistency, leaves just the slightest mound. And then this one is a Payne's gray mix that I have left over. I've used this color in the other 3, so I'm going to use this one again so that it kind of unifies the color palettes. Even though they're all slightly different, I've used that color in all of them. And in one of the others, I also used Liquitex Basics Deep Violet. So I'm going to reuse that one as well. So we'll have some color consistency. Oh, and in one of them, I also used this Amsterdam grayish blue, which I find has a bit of a violet tint to it. So I'm going to add this into the color palette. I think it's going to be beautiful. So the first thing we're going to do is put down our base coat, and we're going to put down most of this, but reserves a little bit so we can put down a pillow paint. So we'll just pour this straight out like this and hope this time we don't have any lumps. Oh, that's a gorgeous color. I love that. Hopefully that will give us full coverage. So we're going to tilt that out, swirl it around, and cover most of the canvas. Just like I would with a ring pour. And then go for the corners. When you use a metallic base coat, I'm sure you can see on the camera there all the little rings that it leaves. The mica flakes like to gather together, and when you're pouring it, it leaves a pattern. So if we tilt this out like we would a ring pour, we won't have any weird patterns in the negative space. If there's a pattern at all, it will make sense with the rest of the composition. Bring that back to the center. And then we'll grab that last corner, and then we'll have full coverage. And I will check my sides and edges later. Let's bring that weight back to the center again. There we go. I think I was dripping all over my spinner. And get that centered a little bit better. That feels better. All right, and we wipe off our hands on our messy, messy shirt because I forgot to bring any paper towels. All right, so now we're gonna put down our pillow paint, just like we would with the bloom. We're gonna put a little pillow here in the center to make sure these other colors will float over top of it. See how those mica flakes gather like that? I always find that interesting. I'm gonna go with this Payne's gray right in the center. Nice healthy amount because it needs to travel quite far. And then we'll do our first layer of pearl mix. And I think I want the deep violet next to that. And the grayish blue on top of that. And then a small amount of the pearl mix again, so that we get pearls in the center, not just on the outside. And then what would normally be a cell activator, I'm going to use that Payne's Gray again. Don't need a lot of it. And I've drifted a little bit, so we're going to tilt to bring that back to the center. The center in the center, if you can get it there, or keep it there. As I'm tilting and spinning, I'm always watching the center. And if I make any adjustments to the composition, I always try and bring the center back to that absolute center if possible. Okay, take off the glasses, the reading glasses, and let's blow it up. I always get the base coat on the pillow paint on the third blow. Seems to be the pattern. And I like it when that happens with these because I like to bring that negative space into the composition. Otherwise it looks like it's just plonked on top. I like it to integrate a little bit. I'm going to come back and blow on this one up again. Okay, fourth one's the charm. This is my favorite one of all of them. Oh my God, I love this. I love that copper background. Look at how the mica flakes gathered. That's from the pillow paint. You see those little rings that are around it? But it gives it a really cool kind of, almost looks like it's vibing off of the thing. Like it gives it almost like a 3D look from back here. Like it gives it a shadow. That's very cool. Beautiful pearls here in the center. Lots of cloudy effect out here. I did get some copper cells popping up here and there also. There's a nice set right down in here. There's some right here. Did I see more? Oh yeah, there's some up in here. That's good, kind of balanced that way. Some of these pearls, especially those right there, are almost perfectly round. And I think that's from, where there's some more? Yeah, I think that's it. Most of them were up there, but some like this one over here, I think that's from an air bubble that popped. So it brought up more of that pearl mix, which was hiding underneath, which is a really cool effect. I love those little speckles, those little pearls. Look at that right there. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. I can't wait to see this dry. Okay, that is coming up next. Oh my God, y'all, the copper. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. Wow. I'm gonna have to remember that combo again because that's spectacular. And I love those smoky purples over top of that. The Payne's Gray and the pearl mix made some really cool smoky depth in this. And then the hints of the violet. On top of that copper, oh my God, I love it. And I think that copper really kind of finishes off the set, this little series. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. It was a lot of fun. I learned a few things. I hope you did too. Thank you very much for watching. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And go mix up some paints and be fearless.